Not a great afternoon for the Bucks. They've lost 3-1 here to Kings Lynn Town in National League North this afternoon. And I have manager Gavin Cowan with me. Gavin, just saying, in terms of being able to put your finger on what went wrong this afternoon.
I just thought we were the second best team. It's hard for me to say. Certainly, I know how hard my players work behind the scenes and how much they care. So we just had a team that was sharper than us, moved the ball quicker than us. Showed a little bit more desire, in all honesty. Not for the want of our players. I don't know. Just they were the better team, and we were the second best team, and that's the long and short of it today. And it's very difficult for me to say, but I always want to be honest. And today we were the second best team and didn't deserve to win the game.
Sure. I mean, I know we spoke briefly in the week, and you said that Kings Lynn were a good side, and then they came here and they played well, didn't they?
Yeah, really well. I thought they were. I knew they were going to change formation. I certainly had an inkling. So we worked on the diamond and then playing that formation. So we just couldn't get to grips with it early doors, and so I made a couple of slight changes where we then really came into it the last 20 minutes of the first half, and then we have a couple of chances at 1-0. And then, obviously we're not scoring goals at the moment, and then they go and hit that sucker punch just before half time, and that really killed us. Disappointing, and it was all getting in, having a few words to say, but then just sort of mentioning the next goal would be massive. And the third goal again is another really poor goal that we concede. Difficult to take, but ultimately we had a lot of chances today. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say that we deserve to get anything out of the game, but very much like the other night, those moments change games. And at 1-0, when you have two chances where you're really thinking you've got to score and they don't go in, or certainly one of them doesn't go in, that can really change a game. So those moments were key today, and I just felt as though the harder we tried, the worse it got, and that's sometimes you have days like that. No excuses.
Sure. I mean, in terms of like when the players came in at half time, you've got to strike that balance between keeping things positive and sort of getting them to do the right things. And
well, I think a few words obviously had to be said. You can't sugarcoat it, like I say. So the lads needed to know that some of the performances were completely unacceptable. But that being said, a few shouts from behind the dugout, lads don't care. And we're very early in the season. I think people have got to be really careful, and you've got to get behind your team. I know it's difficult when we're losing, but like I said last year, when we were all flying and everybody was getting excited and fireworks were flying off, we don't get too excited when we're doing well. We're still very much in a building process, and we're now trying to overcome a new hurdle. Whereas we did a lot off the pitch last year from the good stuff on the pitch, we now need to really try and get that next level, because we're not that surprise element anymore. People are prepared for us, so we've got to try and overcome that hurdle. No one's going to feel sorry for us or try and help us do it. So, as I have been all week, I'll be working all the seconds under the sun to make sure that we get it right, and we will get it right. It's just going to take a bit of time, and really pleased with the supporters behind the goal, just continuously singing and enjoying their afternoon, albeit not as much as they would like. But it's going to be important that we all stick together. Like I said last year, if we were going to achieve anything, it'll be from sticking together, and that'll be the case again this year. It's very, very early, and that's why I'm excited about Saturday, Monday, because those two performances and results, could really change things. So I'm excited about that.
Sure. And you've got a week off. There's no midweek game ahead. A little bit more preparation time.
You can serve them well to have a little bit of time just to recalibrate and regenerate to make sure that they're fighting. And obviously tonight I'll be looking back on the game and making more assumption on it, and that's why I don't really put the harsh of the players at this moment.
Sure. In terms of fitness, you've mentioned there, I think you suggested to me that Chris Lake didn't start today, but he's been having a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, he had a bit of a back problem, and we saw him Thursday night, and he was extremely tired. What we've got to remember is he's jumped up a league. I think the training, the schedule, everything's far more intense than what he's been used to the last year or so. So, he's performed really well, but we have to manage our players. So, if I was going to get the best out of him today, it'd be as an impact player. I thought, for a player like him today to be a luxury was a good thing. So we came on and provided us with something. So we were happy with that, but it just wasn't quite enough, even though he created a few chances.
Sure, and you're able to bring Brendan Daniels back in today.
Yeah, great. Just to get some minutes. If we're going to talk about silver linings and things like that, moving forward, where I know we're going to be successful, it's Brendan being on the pitch and getting sort of 60, 70 minutes is massive for us because he's not been able to figure too much. So it's nice to get him on the pitch and get him some minutes. And we should have a whole squad to choose from now, which it's going to be an interesting week to see how they react and to who I pick away at Southport.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for your time, Gavin. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.